So most of us use Wikipedia at some point or the other. And in fact, in my quest for learning the Albanian language, which is a very, very long and difficult quest, I often use Albanian Wikipedia to help me understand things, to help me better acquaint myself with the language. And I saw a post the other day. I saw some friends of mine are involved in the Albanian Wikimedia community. They have a group called Wikimedians, and they recently celebrated their 100,000th post, which is very exciting. So I decided to speak to Greta, who is part of Wikimedians of Albanian language, to find out more about the initiative. Greta, welcome to Inside Albania. First of all, congratulations on your 100,000th article. That is a huge achievement. It's brilliant. But I want to know, let's start. How did this initiative start? How did your group start? Who was involved? When did it start? Why did it start? Tell me everything.
Thank you so much first for your time. Yeah, it's quite an achievement. The Wikimedians of Albania user group was co-founded in 2015. It was kind of almost randomly officially being recognized by Wikimedia Foundation. Actually, we were just some editors from Tirana and Pristina, or from Albania and Kosovo. And then we knew that officially the Wikimedia Foundation recognizes groups. So we applied for that and we got it. This is quite a milestone. Actually, we've been a bit how to say, like nervous and a bit agitated what is going to be the 100 article when we realized that the community was editing quite actively, because a couple of weeks ago we were at this event in Turkey for Central East European countries, Wikipedians, and we realized that there were 500 articles left for us to complete the 100,000th one. So we contacted active members. We published stuff on our social media like, hey, let's make this before our 21st birthday, because on 12th of October, it's going to be Wikipedia's Albania 21st birthday from the creation. And yeah, we made it. And actually, the funny thing is that we were wondering which article would be the 1,100 one. I keep saying 10 for some reason. Yeah, and it's actually a French-Chinese production movie called In the Mood for Love, which was very interesting. Thank you so much to the user that created this article. It's a very nice article and very well written, which also illustrates a bit the project expanding reach. But yeah, so I want to maybe clarify for the ones that don't know, Wikipedia doesn't have an owner. We don't own Wikipedia. Like, we are a group that actually are financed by Wikimedia Foundation to kind of facilitate between the community and the rest. So kind of the institutions, whatever organization that can help us get the resources that we need to write on Wikipedia, or actually gather active members to be more, let's say, kind of productive. So yeah, we're facilitating that. We cannot decide what goes in or out of Wikipedia. Of course, before being part of the group, I'm also a user on my own free time. Like, that has nothing to do with the group. But yeah, like we help to improve it, but we don't decide what goes in or out.
Now, as a group, just so I'm clear, and so the viewers who may not know how Wikipedia works are clear, do you just edit people's contributions so anyone can sort of make a contribution, and then you edit it, fact check it, verify it, or do you write as well?
So since the group is very active, we also have staff members that help with events that we organize. So me personally, I kind of do a bit of everything. I deal with the management of the group, but also in my free time, I also edit, I control, because I've been around since over 10 years now. So I'm a controller. I also have some levels in the technical part, but also because I know how things work, I also help with training people, for example, how to edit, how to read Wikipedia, and especially how to control it and how to do the fact checking that you're saying. So technically, everybody can do that. But on Wikipedia, you need a level of trust to be able to control the articles. Like if you edit Wikipedia, you haven't done vandalisms, you haven't been rude to people on the discussion pages and all of that. Like you get this kind of power, and then you can edit articles, control articles. But if you are not a controller, so you don't have this power, you can help to improve the article if you see that the article is not good enough. So whenever a controller can check it, they can actually approve it. So you in a way, you are being the controller the other way around.
Are you the only group that's doing this in Albania, in Kosovo, in shqip, or are there other groups and communities as well?
We as a group, that facilitate between community and the rest. There are. I'm sure there are other communities out there. Like there are people that are not involved at all with us. They don't participate in our events that we do. There is another group in Albania that is doing events. I think I don't know. I don't know the details for it. In Kosovo, I know that we are the only official group that we are doing things. But as we said, like we try to help the community, but the community in the end they can either participate in what we do or they just can use the resources that we make available without getting involved with us. Like it's not the idea, it's not for them to officially be part of us, but to use what we make available.
What's your motivation? I mean, it's a really cool project to be a part of, but what motivates you? Is it sort of this quest to share knowledge? Is it preserving the Albanian language? Is it ensuring there's correct information out there, sort of preventing misinformation, the facilitation of the sharing of knowledge? What motivates you?
Yeah, that's a very good question. If you say you, me personally, yeah, that's the main thing. Like you can see the impact that you do just by writing one article, and of course, we're taking so much from the internet or from Wikipedia in this case. So giving back, it's also nice, and saving your knowledge somewhere that is accessible for everyone is good. Like this is just like any kind of volunteer work. So, but in the end, you have your work kind of there all the time, and everybody can use your knowledge for the things that they need.
And of course, I have to ask, after reaching this big milestone, what's next? Do you have any immediate goals? Are there any events? Is there anything we should be looking out for?
So we have a yearly strategic plan. So we have to do this every year for especially to tell the Wikimedia Foundation what we're doing with the money that they give us. So the next thing, actually, a very a nice project that we're running right now. It's Wiki Loves Monuments, and it is a project that. It happens every year all over the world in the same time during September or October, and we're running it in October. And so whoever has photos of Albanian or Kosovo monuments, they can upload it just by going to sq.wikipedia.org. There is a banner that we have added there. And we also give prizes actually for the ones that after, like, of course, we have a jury that will go through all the pictures that qualify. And so Wiki Loves Monuments is the next cool project that we're doing. We're going to start, and then we have a couple of other workshops in general for different subjects. Like we work with schools and also with GLAM institutions to have all the open data that we can have, but also help the students to be more proactively and better to some extent at certain subjects. This is going to be till the end of our year, and then we're going to start next year with celebrating the English Wikipedia birthday with an event that we're going to do in Tirana and Pristina. Then I think the next one would be the Wiki Gap, the events about gender gap that exists on Wikipedia, especially like articles about women biographies that are way less than men biographies, but also medical conditions that affect women that are like they're not enough or not at all on the Albanian Wikipedia.
And of course, I have to ask as well, I mean, it's a big task that you undertake. You mentioned that you get outside funding to help with the work that you do. So I wonder, what obstacles do you come across with this project? Is it funding, finding new sources of revenue to support you, to grow? Is it combating misinformation? You know, people going into articles and changing things that are maybe not true. What is the biggest obstacle, the biggest challenge that you face?
I would say the main challenge that we have, it's available and reliable resources, especially Albanian reliable resources. Unfortunately, we use English Wikipedia and Italian Wikipedia as a resource, which is nice to have those articles, but to write about Albanian, we should have Albanian reliable and available resources. So this is one of the challenge that we have, and actually our main work, it's kind of around this thing. Like every time we collaborate with institutions, first we educate them how important it is for their website or content or digitalization that they do or we help them do should be on Creative Commons licenses and not copyrights, especially for government institutions. Like no government institute should have copyrights. I mean, probably some information should be on copyright, but most of it should be available for the people to use it. So yeah, like reliable resources would be one. The copyrights and licenses issues would be the next one. So when we organize events, apart from writing articles, getting people to write articles, it's another challenge or issue that we have. So contributors, having active long-term contributors is another issue that we're trying to solve with whatever we do all this time. I mean, I can mention 10,000 more issues that we have on our everyday work, but I think if we fix these three, we're already more than halfway done.
Greta, thank you for the work you're doing. I want you to know it contributes to me learning Albanian massively, so thank you, keep it up.